Hi friends, MD Vegan breakfast time. Today I show you how to cut a mango into small pieces. There are many ways to cut a mango. Sometimes I even eat the peel. Here is a ripe mango. I hope it's ripe. You never know. I don't never know. But it looks ripe. It's soft. Yeah, so it's okay. The color of the skin doesn't really matter. It's a little bit green here, some red parts. Yeah, but it looks good. Here, a little brown part here that is not good, but it's okay. A small one only. So you see, you see the kernel. It's running around the long side here. Yeah. Here it hangs from the tree. Yeah. And then the kernel is in here, like a hand here, in the middle. Yeah. The kernel is in the middle. And I have to cut around the middle first. I show you the sharp knife. Yeah. Cut a little bit round. Not to cut through the kernel because that wouldn't work. It's a hard kernel, I'll show you in a moment. So this is, yeah, it worked well this time. See? More or less. This is my half now. I'm going to show you. This is the half. And here the other half with the kernel, inside the kernel. You see? This is the kernel. Big kernel. I won't show you the kernel now, because I want to show you how to cut one of the halves. See? I just make small cuts through the flesh down to the skin, to the peel. Yeah? And parallel, diagonal, through the fruit flesh, and always down to the peel. That's important because I want to have all this flesh. Yeah. And then crosswise, again parallel, down to the peel. So it's very easy. I have it in the hand and I cut through the flesh, the peel, and the peel is pretty thick. So you would not cut through the peel, it's unlikely. Yeah. The knife is very sharp, then you could cut through the peel. You have to be careful with the hand, but usually with a small knife like this, it should work. Now you have the structure here, you see, and if I do this, I turn it over. The other side, I have a hedgehog here, a mango hedgehog, also nice to serve on maybe if you have a party or so, you can serve the mango like this, and people can cut out it or just to have a view of it. But now I can begin on the outside, or I just cut the pieces out with a knife. It's very easy now, yeah, because I want to have these pieces in a fruit salad. The fruit salad was my breakfast today, and it's nice to put mangoes in there together with other tropical fruit. Mango is a tropical fruit, and it's in India very popular. They eat mangoes every day, I guess, and they are very inexpensive, beautiful, delicious mangoes growing on trees, I mentioned before. And the mango is very good for the skin. They have beautiful skin eating mangoes. They are very healthy and can be used in savory dishes, in sweet dishes, in desserts. They can be used in juices. I have great mango juices. Here I have, that's all left. I left from the skin, from the peel, you see. A little bit of flesh is here. I don't care about that now. For this fruit salad, I will not use the peel, because I just want to have the flavor from the fruit. Just the fruit, the flesh, the light flavor. I have many other flavors here. I will show you in a moment. Yeah, a little bit more complex this time. Yeah, here, I have half a mango here. I don't show you how to cut the other half now. Yeah, that's enough for a little fruit salad now. Half a mango with the nice pieces. The other two fruit are pineapple, also tropical fruit, and banana. Tropical, but very, of course, everybody knows bananas. Yeah, this is very common everywhere in the world, and it's also super healthy, both of them. And today I want to tell you not only how to cut a mango, but also a little bit of fruit combination of fruit. Usually you can eat together generally everything. There's no problem. Our system, our body, releases all the different kinds of enzymes we need to digest the food There are different enzymes for different foods. They're all released at the same time, so you can, yeah, in a natural way, yeah, you can digest everything together. There is no problem, absolutely. Of course, there are some if you have some issues with your digestion, for example, or if you want to have some special light food, then you should care a little bit more about food combining. Of course, there are heavy combinations and light combinations, but in general, it's not a general problem that you can combine everything physically, just physically. Not talking about how heavy that food is. It depends on the personal constitution, how you feel and how your health state is. But if you can digest everything, no problem at all. But what I care about today is not so much this health aspect, but more the flavor. And the tropical fruit, for example, seems to be a fruit group on its own. I don't know why, but yesterday and the day before I tried this fruit salad again. I tried it already. It didn't work because I tried to combine it with the orange dressing. It didn't work. I don't know. It didn't really, and I could eat it. I ate it. It was healthy, but really the flavor wasn't perfect. I said, why? I don't know. So I cannot take the orange, for example. Didn't work here. If you can tell me better, another story with the orange and the tropical fruit, go ahead. I would be glad to hear that story. For me, it did not work. So today I decided to use a banana as a dressing. I have banana cream today to make, and I have banana here, 3 bananas. That's a dressing that is so easy to make, and it fits with so many different fruit and other other things. Together with a lemon, it's perfect. Lemon and banana, for example, as we talk about combinations, to me that seems to be a perfect combination. Because blending bananas and lemon together, a small amount of lemon, brings out the flavor of the banana in a typical way. I can't explain now further, but you have to try if you didn't yet. In short, the flavor of the banana comes really out as it should be, with a little bit of lemon. I don't know if that is, there's some science to it or so, the flavors, I don't know. To me, it's perfect and I love the combination. Please try and tell me how you feel about it. My third ingredient today is goji berry. The goji berries are also very healthy. They are known for their antioxidant. They have a huge amount of antioxidants. The red color, that is a hint. The phytochemicals are oftentimes seen in the colors of the fruit. Only fruit and plants have phytochemicals, and that makes them very healthy and important. There are hundreds of thousands of phytochemicals, and they are only now beginning to research deeper into it. 100,000 probably, they say. I don't even know how many. They're also just beginning to research on fiber. Fiber in fruit is so important. They're called prebiotics. Prebiotics, that means you cannot digest it, but the bacteria in the intestine, they live on it. So they are really pushed by the prebiotics. And the fiber is a lot in bananas, in pineapple, in mango, in all the fruit. We have lots of fiber that makes them so important. And with fiber, you can digest everything. The fat and the sugar, no problem with the fiber. I make it very simple now. Of course, there are different kind of fibers, similar to the phytochemicals, the colors, also so many different kind of phytochemicals, and they only just began to research about it. So what I say now is this antioxidant phytochemical is so important because it saves our body from being attacked by the bad guys, heavy metals, for example, stress, all these kind of things, poison, and the antioxidants they keep, they save, they give a protection, and that's why we need them so nice. So it's important, not vital, but important. So I put maybe half of these, so maybe a tablespoon or so, because they're very strong and potent, also flavor-wise, very strong flavor, into the bananas, and I will blend it up. Didn't try that before. I know for sure what will come out is a nice, very nice color. I don't know about the texture, how thick it will be. Might be too thick. I will add some water in case. And I don't know about the flavor. I know goji berry a little bit bitter, banana a little bit sweet, together with a lemon, it might come out pretty nicely. I will see that in a moment after the blender dance. When the blending came to an end, I can hear that. The sound gets more even. Now land and the blender dance is over. Oh, the texture is very nice. Good. I don't need any water. First, water is also important sometimes to refine the flavor a little bit. The texture, of course, but the flavor also can be sometimes a little bit too intense. Just a minimum, a little bit. And then I put some water and it's perfect. It can happen, but this time no. So the texture is very nice, I will show you in a moment. But first the flavor, that's of course more important. Always the flavor first. Wow. Wow. Oh. I also noticed once I put too much of the goji berry in there. And then they turn out too strong, too bitter. And some people like the bitter flavor. And usually we don't eat something bitter because the plants use the bitter flavors to keep the enemies away. That's what they usually use it for. But of course they have important benefits, the bitter flavors, for the liver, for example, like cleansing. Yeah? They should play a certain role in the food, yeah? In the flavor combinations, but they shouldn't be predominant. Yeah? We rather have the sweet. That's what we always, as yogis, prefer. Sweetness, light, happiness. I guess that's what our being, our nature is most likely to. So, but another question. Not too much about this now. I want to show you now my wonderful fruit salad, and it's all done now. I put the 3 ingredients, the mango, half a mango, the pineapple, I showed you before, and the banana into my bowl. And I pour the dressing over the fruit. And I hope this time it will be a wonderful combination. See, the color, isn't that color really outstanding? I have never seen another fruit, and then goji berries, to make this color. It really seems to be totally unique to the goji berries. I don't know, it's really their property. They look red, yeah, when you have the dried goji berries, but when you blend them up with this here, for example, they turn into these orange colors. And it's very unique. And I said before, the phytochemicals, that's where the colors come from. Though the phytochemicals have much more to say than just colors, because there are many more phytochemicals than you can see in the colors. Yeah. But the colors is one of the main expressions in the fruit, in the plants. So this is very nice now. It looks nice, and I guess the flavor will really work. Last time with the orange it did not. I was so surprised, I had no idea why, but I just said, okay, it doesn't work. Now it does. Yeah. I tried several times. I guess it does. And I will put some of the goji berries on top to have a nice decoration. You see, I show you here. And I have a nice breakfast. One thing I want to add, yeah, which is important to me, because I work with food combination, of course, maybe in a different way than you can read it in the books about, because they always talk about health. Not so much about health, because that is not so much an issue for me. Also, I think about health, but in a different way. I go to doctors, of course, if I need to, and I hope not to need them, because I do my practice every day. I do yoga, and I have a good diet, yeah, and that is almost all my health. And awareness, Awareness also expands to my body and my physical needs, so I feel what I need. And my awareness is more important to me, to feel when a disease is coming or something not working in the system. I can feel that, I can sense it. Sometimes I'm surprised, but most of the time it works, and I can make little changes and the problem is solved. And if I do regular practice, moving the body in different directions, yeah, and systematically every single day, then all the problems that have collected over the years of my life, they can be corrected. Yeah, you can do that by correct practice. But that's another story now, not today. But what I want to say is, so not talking about health so much here, but about the flavors and how something tastes and feels. That's our first approach to life, I guess, how it feels. Yeah. I want to add something about the nuts, yeah, and seeds. Usually I would like to add some fruit to the fruit, some nuts and seeds, to make it more durable, so that I can it keeps me satisfied for some time before I have to eat again. But in this case, I could not add nuts because there's a pineapple in there. Yeah, and the pineapple, I tried several nuts. I tried, for example, cashews, a very gentle nut. I tried macadamias, more fat and more protein in the nut. And I also had raisin nuts. Nothing of this worked. Hazelnut didn't work. Nothing worked because there is something in the pineapple that makes it unique and not easy to combine with everything. You can combine pineapple with banana, with coconut, that works. And not with any kind of coconut milk, by the way. That is something special also. You have to see. The coconut milk has less fiber, maybe that's why. Coconut milk is a little bit critical. But you can take also mango, of course. All these things work wonderfully with the pineapple, but not the nuts. Because the bromelain, that's an enzyme in the pineapple that helps with digestion, very healthy and very unique in the pineapple, that doesn't seem to combine well with nuts, for example. So I tried the nuts, didn't work here either. So this, I want to tell you, cannot be done here. Otherwise it feels very strange. It feels like something metal, yeah, in the mouth. It falls apart. See, oh, there is the pineapple, and it takes away all the flavors from the nut. You don't feel that nut feels like cold fat or something. Very unpleasant. So you have to try. That's what I feel about, how I feel about it, and maybe you have a different feeling. I would be interested. This is all, of course, anecdotal knowledge, so that's just my personal experience. I would be glad how you share yours. You can also subscribe to MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another video every single day, yeah? And you can find me on Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter and Instagram. I try to be everywhere. I'll see you soon.